Decided to do a video after the fact of this dash being out 2007 to 2013 to 2017 Hyundai Sport Santa Fe. This is the 2-liter turbo, and the evaporators in here, everything I see out there is very quick, very vague at showing anybody how to get this apart. So following Mitchell, following ALLDATA's procedure was the best way to get through this. There's a lot of things in the videos out there that you don't have to take out. One of the things also in the description says to take the blower motor assembly out on that side. You do have to take the blower motor assembly out, but not until you get to this point where the entire dash is laid out here. But I want to give you some quick pointers as to what has to be unplugged, unbolted, to pull this thing to this section. Alright, so let's walk through that step by step and show you how we get it done. Step's going to be underneath the hood right here, and down inside here in this area is an expansion block with two 10mm going straight in and a 12 coming to the side that way to the line. Disconnect that, and then there's a cover over the top of that hole right there. Take it out if you want, 10mm. And then over here on this side there's two heater hoses where your heater core goes through. Take your heater hoses off. Once you get that up, go up top. Go completely across the top of this cowling right here. Take your wiper arms off, both sides. Take all the little tabs that come across it here, holding this on, and pull this big plastic cover out of there. I'm just moving it back. There you go. Take it out, wiper arms over there. Okay? Once you do that, you're going to look right behind your power steering, a windshield wiper pump. Right there, two holes. See them? That's two 12mm bolts. They have to come out. If you don't, you'll never move this dash. It ain't going anywhere. It's bolted to it. Then, after you do that, you're going to come inside the car and you're going to pull the entire center console out. I have it up there. There's videos out there on that. Underneath the armrest piece in the center, 3 10mm straight down. You got to clip off all the top pieces here that go over the shifter, and then tuck the shifter piece back in. I'll probably shoot video of reinstallation. Probably be better that you see how it goes back together. And then you're going to look right here. It looks like a fiasco, but it's not really that bad. Right here in the door jamb, driver's side door jamb, coming right through the side, 2 rubber covers and 2 long 12mm bolts. Then there's a 12 here and a 12 here, and there's a 10mm up top on this side. Same thing on the other side. After you remove those, remove all the plugs underneath this little kick panel here. So you're going to remove the foot shield that comes across the bottom of the door, the side kick panel right here, and then there's a wiring harness right here. Part of that goes to the fuse box, and then there's a couple that go down inside here. That red power wire there, and I believe it's this big one right here will unplug. And then, like I say, you pull your steering column completely down, taking the nut off of the bottom down there. That's 12mm. Slide that out, and then you're going to slide up your steering column shaft coupler there. There's a long bolt. It goes through the housing on the column. I'll turn it around right here. Comes right through. Oh, come on, camera. Right through here. That's going through up above the power steering the electric steering motor. And then there's 2 12s right down here. Oh, camera, come on. Alright, 2 12mm nuts right there and right there. They say on the instructions you got to pull the steering wheel. You do not. Turn the steering wheel 60 degrees one way, and there's a Phillips screw right underneath the column there. Take that Phillips screws out, and again I probably shoot that on the reinstall. I might break this video up into pieces: how to install the steering column, how to reinstall your dash after you get it apart like this. Now once you get it out, you're going after the evaporator. The evaporator is pouring on this thing. I did this job already and used an aftermarket. Don't do it. 4 months later, leaking like you wouldn't believe. What a piece of junk. Through the dealer, it's very expensive. It's probably going to cost you $400, but you're not going to do this again. You also, one thing I didn't mention, obviously, pull your seats out, and I think there'll be two, I believe they're 12s or 14s in the front and 2 in the back, pulling the covers, moving the electric seat back and forth, and then unplug all the plugs underneath both passenger and driver's side seat and get those out. Now once I get that out, then I'll bring this out to the table, and we'll take that box apart and we'll install that evaporator. So that's just how you get to here. Alright, so we're going to call this video step-by-step procedure on how to get the dash pad and the evaporator housing out of the vehicle. Acted part to this video too, that there's so much to it. Don't forget the side panel covers coming up each side, coming down, removing those before you pull the dash down, and unplugging these plugs right here on the side. There's a purple one and a gray one, and then the plugs on the other side. Alright, down here on the side behind the kick panel there, right there, that cover, you know, and that piece that comes across the bottom of where your feet go, across the bottom there, taking that out. I thought I'd better add that to you. So like I say, then it will slide these big long metal rods, go here and go straight up this hole right there, and it will slide out of there. You're going to pry it out. It may get caught on that little edge, so work on that, not letting it get caught on that edge. Get this thing off right there, and like I said, then you're just going to lay it out like that. There is a plug coming down that cowl on the other side. See it? Zoom in. That's underneath that other kick panel over there. You're going to remove that. So I needed to add that to the video. And stay tuned for, there's going to be bits and pieces of this thing. We're just going to shoot as we go. Thanks for watching.